Welcome back to the Freedom Frontier channel. We're experiencing a windstorm right now in Wasilla. We're looking at winds between 30 and 40 miles an hour, gusting to 50. Whew. It's about 15 degrees out, and the wind chill does not help. It was extremely windy all night. It was howling against the side of my apartment building, keeping me up at night. And the whole night I was thinking, oh, I hope my property is doing well. I hope the shelter logic hasn't blown away in the wind. So today I'm gonna go out there and check on things. It's Saturday, just after 9, and the sun is just barely starting to come up. It's twilight right now. See, the moon is still out. Whew. That is really cold. There's only about 6 hours of sunlight during the day now. The sun rises at 10 a.m. and goes down around 3:30 p.m. Door's getting all frozen. It's nice and warm in here though. Well, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I was woken up Thanksgiving morning to a 6.0 earthquake. It was pretty jarring. I almost thought to get out of bed and go under a doorway. I didn't know how strong it was gonna get. But that was my first real earthquake that was really noticeable. So it was pretty interesting to experience. All right, we're gonna head out for the day. Go check on the property. Got all my stuff. There hasn't been any new snowfall lately, so as you can see, all the snow on the ground has melted and evaporated away. No snow, just heavy winds. So the weather report says that it's going to be in the single-digit temperatures for the next 2 weeks. But not a lot of moisture. It's going to be all sunny, just very cold. And hopefully not as windy as it has been. just filled up on gas. Make sure we don't run out on our little excursion here. Gas prices have slightly fallen over the last couple months. So now we're on our way to Big Lake. Gonna stop by the post office once again. Maybe check out the lake. It should be all frozen by now. Not sure if it's safe to walk on. At some point I do want to go and actually walk out on Big Lake while it's frozen. I think that'll be a really cool experience. Then we'll stop by the property, make sure, check to see if anything's been damaged during the windstorm. The windstorm's actually supposed to continue until Sunday. It's just about 10 a.m. now. You can see the sun is just starting to peek out from the clouds. Being that it's winter now, the sun really does not get high up in the sky. It's just barely along the horizon. Now we're here making the turn onto Big Lake Road. Passing the Napa Auto Parts. So the biggest thing that I'm worried about on the property is the shelter logic. I'm worried about trees that may have been blown down on top of stuff. So maybe a tree fell down on the outhouse. Maybe a tree fell down on one of the connexes, although that would be less of an issue. I'm expecting some of the garbage cans that were holding some of the sawdust from all of our tree cutting, they might have been blown down or blown even down off the property. Going around the Big Lake turn right here. Good old American flag. We got the post office. So I'm just hoping there isn't any serious damage, but we'll see. Hello. Turning on four-wheel drive. These roads are still really snowy. Made it to the property. The snow is crunching under the tires of the truck. Sounds really interesting. The snow has developed a layer of ice on the top, so it's very crunchy. Pretty cool out here. Pretty cold, pretty windy. I'm glad to see that the shelter logic is holding up. I'm guessing that all this snow actually acts as a wind barrier. Any kind of wind will just come up and won't go under, it'll just go up the side. This thing is really sturdy. Make sure all that's buttoned up. The solar panels look good. Despite all the wind, they haven't been damaged at all. When I put these down a couple months ago when we winterized the trailer, I didn't actually fasten down one of the sides of the panels. So with all this high wind, I was a little bit worried that it would be coming from the north and it would actually get under the panels and flip them up, but I guess either the wind wasn't strong enough or it was coming at the wrong angle or the panels are just too heavy. Nothing was blown away by the wind, so that's good. It looks like there's some footsteps here. I don't know if those were mine. I kind of haven't been keeping track of where I've been walking. But, you know what? This footstep doesn't look like a human footstep. It may have been a moose or maybe even a bear. And it came from all the way over here. Huh. Very strange. Yeah, I do not remember walking up there. So either it was an animal or someone was here walking on my property. And then something walked over there. It's probably just animals. But still interesting nonetheless. These buckets are full of ice. They're pretty much frozen to the ground, so it's good those didn't blow away. What do we have over here? That snow looks so odd. It's like foam or something. It's got all these weird ripples in it. The parking lot bank, though, is holding up. All of the work that we did to secure it, make sure nothing eroded away. It's all still here. Well, the outhouse looks like it's in good condition. All the shingles are holding up. So these are the garbage cans that I was worried were going to be blown down the hill. But given they're probably all frozen to the ground, nothing's going to move anywhere. So everything's still here. It's all in good shape. Nothing's damaged. Whew. Well, the wind has actually calmed down a lot. It's not really blowing at all right now. But last night, it was just howling, just crazy. Just howling, and the entire apartment was shaking. It's really, really something. It's just keeping me awake. Couldn't fall asleep. Oh, we got some wind now picking up. The big blue tarp there is keeping all of our chopped lumber dry, so it can start to cure out for next year. Yeah, everything looks good here. All the locks are on all the connexes. There hasn't been any tampering. That about concludes the check on the property. So I'm gonna get back into the warm truck, turn on the heat, get these cold ears warmed up. Ah, yes, the warm heat. Well, so far I'm pretty impressed with how my property is holding up to these extreme weather events. And it's sure cold here. Alaska is quite cold. But that is what I signed up for. Like I've said before, it's going to be really cool to live out here once we get the cabin and the utility shed built next year. Just being out here in the peaceful, serene, winter wonderland environment. So, all right, I'm gonna head back. Maybe stop by Big Lake, check things out. See if the lake's frozen. Maybe do a little test. Got our four-wheel drive truck, no problem going up this driveway. If you look off into the distance, you can see the Denali mountain range. It's all lit up orange by the sunset and the sun and the sky. It's just this glowing beacon in the distance. Pretty cool. I'm walking down this slope here. I mean, there's tire tracks and stuff all over the place. So people have clearly been walking on this. Oh yeah, it's rock hard. That's so crazy. Yeah. Man, it's just so windy out here. There's nothing to block the wind. I'm out here walking on Big Lake. It's crazy. It's just solid ice. It'd be cool to have something to drill down to see how thick the ice actually is. That's a little bit better. Alright, well, before my hands turn to popsicles, I'm gonna get back in my truck. I'm not full Alaskan yet, I'm still a big baby. Well, that was a good short checkup on everything. So now I'm gonna head back to Wasilla, maybe order a pizza. It's Saturday, it's time to just pig out. So the next video that I plan on making is putting together all those batteries that I purchased in preparation for installing them in the utility shed next year. So look out for that video in maybe 3 to 4 weeks. It'll be just a do-it-yourself, put it all together type of video. Until then, I hope everyone stays warm and safe over the winter. And like I said, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving and soon to be Merry Christmas. And don't expect any fancy aerial photography this video. I don't want my drone to fly away in the wind.